Former Transnet board member Iqbal Sharma has nothing keeping him in South Africa, and no amount of bail can secure his stay. That's the word from magistrate Estelle de Lange as she refused his bail application. The Gupta associate faces fraud and money laundering charges over a 24.9 million rand Free State Agricultural Department feasibility study. Our senior reporter Aviwe Mtila has the details.
No amount of bail can secure Iqbal Sharma's stay in South Africa, and he's a flight risk. One of the reasons he was denied bail at the Bloemfontein magistrate court, where we heard that while he doesn't have much money in South Africa, his offshore assets are in excess of over hundreds of millions of rands. Thank you for joining us, Sindisiwe Saboka. But maybe detail some of the reasoning behind him being denied bail.
For starters, his assets in South Africa account for about 10% of his actual assets. He currently owns over 260 million in one of his companies, as ISA Global Abroad. So that's actually one of the reasons that we've cited before court, that he hasn't been truthful with the court as to what exactly it is that he owns. We know that the asset forfeiture unit under the investigating directorates and the NPA had seized or gotten an unlimited restraint for his assets. However, the only assets that we're able to find were the 12 million rand house, 1.3 house, and various others. But when you look at the grander scheme of what it is that this particular person owns, the assets abroad are actually an incentive for him to actually flee. We also mentioned that he'd flown in and out of the country from 2010 till 2021 about 100 times, and of the countries that he's flown to are in Europe, Asia, and Africa. So if it is that he were to flee, we would not know where to start in order to get him back.
Now, the other 8 that are implicated in this matter are abroad. How are the extradition talks with the UAE going?
They're going quite well in terms of the treaty. The treaty has now been signed or ratified by the UAE. However, in terms of the talks, obviously I cannot get into detail about that, but what I can say is that in terms of the Interpol process, there have been red notices have been issued against them.
Okay, thank you very much. Sindisiwe Saboka from the NPA's investigating director. The next appearance will be for Iqbal Sharma's brother-in-law, Dinesh Patel, on the 15th of June, but they'll all then appear on the 5th of July at the Bloemfontein Magistrate Court. Aviwe Mtila, Bloemfontein.